What's up, guys? Thought I'd do a little in the studio video today since we're still waiting on some nice weather. It's rainy and gray and wet like it usually is in the southeast during the wintertime. But anyway, kind of rebuilt my Truggified Typhon. Thought I'd kind of share a few things with you. I had it set up as a truck and had ARRMA Sentin towers on it and body posts, and went ahead and switched out to the Typhon towers so I could get the right body mounts on it. Kind of gorilla taped the body and the weak points. I wanted to upgrade to the V3 shocks. It's got ARRMA Creighton front shocks in the rear, which was a direct fit. I just put the Typhon springs on it. I was looking for some front ones because in my last bash, I ended up snapping the shock shaft. I was still running the actual V1 shocks because I had picked this Typhon up on eBay, about 4 or 5 months ago, and I wanted to go ahead and upgrade these shocks to V3. So, but I didn't want the plastic caps, and I didn't really want to switch out the caps to the V2s because I like the beefiness of these V3 caps. So, I did find out that the shocks from the Talion, the V3 Talion, are a direct replacement onto the Typhon. They're like this exact same size. I'm not sure if the springs are the same, but I ordered a set of Talion shocks and just used the springs, and it's perfect. I mean, it's perfect dampening. It's not too stiff. I just ran the collars down, to give me that height, a little bit of height, but it can still chassis slap good. So that was a nice little upgrade. What I did on the caps, I just cut out. I learned it from RC bashing the Creighton. Just cut out the little grommet piece, a couple millimeters out of it. You can get it to slide inside the cap, and then it just snaps right on. It's a little bit stiff, but it will snap on, and it has just a little bit of play still, which is nice. Without having to get the screw, the whole new shock end right there. Forgot the name of it, brain fart. But offset or standoffs. Sorry, still using the V2 standoffs. And went ahead and picked up a voltage hobbies servo mount. That was one thing I was lacking on the Truggified. I had the hot racing chassis braces and the front upper suspension mount. So that pretty much takes care of the weak points. I don't want to put too much aluminum on it. I see some guys going crazy with aluminum, and I just don't think that's a good idea. I mean, you want to cover some weak points, but you also want to have weak points, and you want to keep the truck as light as possible. And over here on the Talion, shout out to Kenny from Voltage Hobbies. The dude has amazing parts. Got the upper suspension mount and the chassis braces front and rear on the V3 Talion. And I found out on the wing, you can actually use Team Durango. I found, this is the part number, TD320274, is a direct fit to the ARRMA wing mount, an HD wing mount. But one thing I like about it better is that it has this extra brace. I don't know if you can see it, it's kind of dark. But there's an extra little brace right here that I don't see on the ARRMA wing mounts. And that might, under a wing landing, maybe that would be the point to break. Like, that would be the weak point. Instead of snapping the wing completely off, it would torque that and snap it, hopefully. So I thought I would try that out. I know there's a lot of interchangeable parts with Team Durango and with the ARRMAs. So, and I picked these guys up for $2 on eBay. So I kind of got lucky. I picked up several packs just to have them on hand. And one thing you wanna make sure of, what I found out is right here where it screws into the shock tower. If that gets loose at all, or if you have a couple bad landings or the screws start to run out or whatever, and that gets loose, that always ends up snapping this part on top of your diff case that your chassis brace hooks to. Because I've been through several of those lately, and it's always because these screws either bend or they come loose or something like that. So you just want to make sure that those screws are always tight and snug, because then you have to buy a whole new diff case just to get that one part, because I can't find that one part anywhere. I'm sure you guys know what I'm talking about. This piece here. So that's one thing I want to look out for, is always is try to keep those tight and hope for the best. But over here on the Outcast, I got a new body painted up. Thought I'd try something a little different. I like the look of the Outcast body, so I just picked up a clear one and did like a metallic orange. On the last bash, got kind of out of control. I was kind of pushing this truck to the limits, you know, just using my ramps, and I was pretty much hitting those ramps at full throttle, you know, and just to see what she would do. And the truck held up. I mean, this is ARRMA tough. The only thing that happened, like I never really had any bad landings, it's just the sheer brute force of it hitting the ground, is it did break the wing mount right here, which I'm going to end up putting one of those Team Durangos on it. And it actually slightly bent my front shock shaft. This is one of the V2 shocks. I do have a set of V3s coming for it. We'll go ahead and make that transition. And it kind of cracked the A-arm where the sway bar hooks to. RPM A-arm at that. So, kind of in a little small rebuild session with the Outcast now. I'm going to get the V3 shocks, like I said, replace the A-arm, and try out the different wing mount. So I'll get her going soon. But thought I would share those few things, upgrades and stuff with the Talion. But we'll see you guys next time. Hopefully we'll get some nice weather soon. Get these bad boys out in the dirt. Peace out.